it's me, VG, and welcome to a weird little one-off video. Basically, I wanted to cover my most nostalgic game of all time, which is MapleStory. I've talked about this on other areas of the internet, This game, man, I really, if you could distill nostalgia into an essence, it would be MapleStory for me. I can't tell you how many times I woke up early as a kid and immediately went to the family computer and started playing MapleStory as soon as I possibly could. Everybody basically has that, you know, early early MMORPG that just really like got its hooks into you. For a lot of people it's RuneScape, for a lot of people it's World of Warcraft. For me, it was MapleStory, and MapleStory is still a thing. Like, they don't die because there's such like a baked-in nostalgia that these games keep going and going and going forever. So I'm going to jump into MapleStory after X amount of time. I might put it in the title that I have not really like played this game since I was a kid, and we're gonna see how the heck it's doing. Let's jump right in. I'm so excited. Okay, so the webcam will come back, but I just wanted to record this separately because the launcher is kind of you know, it's its own thing. Oh man, look at all these little sprites. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, I have no idea what's happening here. So they've constantly switched the channels, the servers you used to be able to go to. It used to be, for the longest time, you know, there was just like 20 basic servers, but now there is interactive and heroic, which I don't know what that means. And then they also switched it to like reboot for the longest time, where basically like, you know, they realized people wanted to play like the way they did when they were kids. So they made this reboot server where you could basically like not trade with people. So, you know, the economy wasn't so busted. You could just play normally. So I don't know what this is. A server where you can progress through content at your own pace. Trading is restricted on these servers. A server that allows for growth through a variety of methods, including trading between players. So it's crazy, man. Scania and Barra, those used to be like the first two servers ever, way back in, I don't know when, I want to say like 2005 or 8 or something like that, way back in the day. So I'm going to go with heroic simply because, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. We could literally do Scania just for the nostalgia, but they're probably a lot more different. Let's check the channels. Oh, no one's playing these. So yeah, you can see the amount of people that have like played, you know, that are currently playing. It's these little bars fill up depending on how many people are playing. So nobody's playing the interactive, which makes sense because yeah, people tend to go, oh wow, look at that, yeah. Oh my god. People tend to go for the ones that are, you know, like the classic experience. So check that out. Yeah, we're going to pick channel 27, which is basically just, you know, the 27th, you know, kind of server, what would you call it? Division. Oh my god, look at this. Oh my god, Vanumbra. Yeah, I named everybody Vana something. Vana, Gun Vana. Nostalgia. Sanguine Vana. Oh, so edgy. Vana Vorpal. Heck yeah, bro. Number. All right, well, we're going to create a new character for sure. This is definitely not like my main account ever. This was just like, you know, kind of like a midpoint account at some point. You know, my first like main account is so different. I wonder if I could actually still access it. So we're going to create a character. And let's see how this goes. Yeah, check this out. Okay, man, Arans, that's crazy. These guys were, like, introduced so long ago. And basically, they were just, like, the combo warrior. Like, you would have to input, like, combo, you know, input, like, arrow key combos to use them. Let's see, we got Shade. I remember those being a thing. Yeah, everything's so over the top edgy. Shade. Yeah, I didn't play this one too much, but I do remember that being a thing. Angelic Buster. Man, oh man. Yeah, this one was like the, you know, pop star, whatever you want to call it, idol sort of character here. Kali, I have no idea what that is. Cygnus Knights, the classic. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so these guys basically, like, were divisions of the base class. They made them kind of a little more detailed, but you couldn't get to the same level as the normal Explorer class, basically. I remember the day that these were introduced. Can we go left here? Okay, let's go to the right first. Mihil, which was really weird because it's basically like a Cygnus Knight, but just like its own thing for the warriors. That one was always really weird. Oh my god, and there it is. The Explorers. I owe allegiance to this because this is basically when MapleStory first came out. This is, yeah, these were the OG classes. They look so different now. What the heck? Yeah, you had like assassin or rogue, I guess. You had like bowmaster or, you know, hunter. I forget what the base thing was because then you get different job advancements. But basically like archer, rogue, and then you had warrior, and then you had pirate, which was, pirate was not originally in the first 4. Pirate was added after as the 5th class. And then, yeah, mage. Wow. And then dual blade, which was super edgy. Uses 2 blades, obviously. We got cannoneer, kind of a more specific explorer again. Laura, I have no idea what the heck that is. Looks like a little sort of sprite, sort of conjurer. Cade, oh my god. Maximum Edge, no idea who that is. Adele, no idea who that is. Great singer though. Hoi Young, yeah, don't know who that is. A lot of new classes. Pathfinder, Arc, Ilium, Cadena. Some of these I remember when I like jump back in. Evan was cool. He was like a dragon trainer. I remember that one. Mercedes was cool. Kind of like a little fast elven bowmaster sort of thing. Phantom. Oh my god. One of my main characters ever was a Phantom. Yeah. Luminous was weird. Resistance. That was a huge thing when I was playing back in the day. Basically, they added this like resistance sort of underground guerrilla warfare kind of subset of classes. Demon Slayer, played a lot of that one too. Xenon, Kaiser, Kinesis, Zero, Hayato, Kana. Oh my gosh, Lynn, who looks the same as the Laura. Well, we gotta go Explorers. I mean, it's literally, there's not even a question in my mind. I mean, Explorers was the OG, man. Like, literally the first 4 classes to ever come out in MapleStory, and then the Pirate was the 5th. Let's go male here. Confirm, and then character settings. This was always so laughably like simplistic. It's so funny. Like, they never changed this. I guess with the other classes they might have, but like it's like the same thing as when this game first came out way back in the day. I typically would go Alabaster, I guess. I would go for pale. Oh, there is pale. Okay. Yeah, typically I like to make my characters pale typically because I've always been a gamer. Let's see, Prudent Face, Vibrant Explorer. I like how they don't even, oh, you have to like hover over it to see what it is. Brave Explorer, Defiant Face, Confident Face, Prudent Face, Vibrant. Oh, they changed these too. They used to give you like extra ones here. Let's go for I've always liked the Confident Face. I feel like that's one of the OG faces too. Sorry if I'm sniffling a little bit, by the way. I'm recording this super early in the morning and my sinuses are a little bit going wild. What do we got here? Parion. Oh, Parion. Curting City, the classic. I mean, the second wave of class. I mean, this one just looks the coolest by far. Always got to go blue, although I feel like if you go purple, or there's like one that's more blue than the actual blue, I feel like. Did we just see it? I swear to God, there's like a blue that's even more blue. Yeah, kind of like the black one. Ooh, I like that. Okay, we'll go with that. Outfits, we got purple, and we got red, and we got blue. So what does the blue do? Yeah, blue definitely. And then yellow adventurer shoes, purple adventurer shoes. Well, we got to go with purple to go with the pants. And then sword, hand axe, wooden club, although this is laughable because like this never mattered. Let's go for the hand axe. Confirm. And then character name. I don't know. We got rogue, we got hunter, we got yeah, we got mage, we got warrior, and we've got pirate. Pirate's pretty cool, but it's not as nostalgic for me. You know what? We gotta go with, like, the OG nostalgia for me. My #1 class was always the assassin, or as people would call it, the Sin. So, yeah, let's see. We'll call him Sin VG. Does that work? Confirm. This name is available. Wow. It was deigned by the gods. Basic key settings, who are familiar with original MapleStory controls. Yeah, this was always weird. We'll go with basic. And then I'll probably jump to where everything is situated because, yeah, it looks like we have this. The story does not matter at all. I don't care about this whatsoever. If you're interested in the story, you're playing the wrong game. So I'll see you once we're through all this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the MapleStory world. Oh man, this feels weird. This is so weird. So yeah, I always would go into my key bindings and change. I think space used to be, oh gosh, I don't even remember now. What did I used to do? This used to be talk to the NPCs. In fact, we'll just keep the default, I guess. Yeah, I'm playing OG MapleStory controls, which means Alt is jump, Control is attack, and then arrow keys are move around, which is so weird. We got Sugar here. Hello. Job required the girl with a maple leaf hairpin. We're going to run through this because genuinely every single time, even as a kid, I never really listened to the story. I mean, to be quite honest, it's all just super basic stuff. Like it's this game tries to make the story like really epic and over the top anime and stuff, at least as far as I remember. And, you know, with the cutesy graphics and everything, it just really never appealed to me, at least the story. Like, I didn't play this game for the story, ultimately. So it looks like she wants us to jump down and click whatever this is. Sugar's hairpin. I swear to God, I've done this tutorial so many times, but, like, they change it so many times. It's the type of game that feels like, you know, they have all these pieces that they can just rearrange whenever they want, basically. So, yeah, I've done this Explorer tutorial, like, a billion times, but, like, every time I jump back in and try this game out again, you know, it just feels like something's different, because I don't remember getting that hairpin. So then we're gonna return the hairpin, and she's gonna be so excited. And then, yeah, so I used to spam the talk to NPC button, but you have to be careful, because you have to usually click accept at the very end, and if you don't, you'll have to run through the whole thing again. What does she want me to do? Sprout Potion restores 5,000 HP and 5,000 MP. Looks like she wants us to heal ourselves, but we're going to click this. She must take up a beginner explorer. I should be honest and clear that up. I like how my hairstyle is not even the same as in the, you know, in the game. Okay, let's clear it up. I don't know if we're overwriting quests here or not.
Thank you, but I'm not an explorer. I just live here.
So yeah, you can like spam through all of this nonsense. I'm sure there's going to be some people watching that are like MapleStory like aficionados and are so upset that I'm not paying attention to the story. But trust me, if we listen to the story, that'll be the entire episode, just nonstop cutscenes, basically. But yeah, this just serves as the tutorial, and basically there's always like a tutorial for each class, pretty much. Like every class gets its own kind of tutorial, but it depends. Like some classes are way more fleshed out than other classes. The Explorers, man, I feel like, you know, they kind of forgot them for a while because they were the OG and, you know, all the new flashier classes came out and people cared more about that. Oh my gosh, pressing Z to loot a meso. Oh, the nostalgia, it's palpable. Yeah, so meso is the currency of the game. Okay, so good, you're here, yep, and then we should be completing quests and also getting experience. See, I accidentally clicked refuse. You can just spam the dialogue, but you gotta be careful. Okay, I think she wants me to attack. Yeah, and up here you can see the quest. So we gotta get 5 green snail shells. Whoa, that's like a mana. That was like originally like a much later game mana potion, basically what we just looted there. All right, so we need to get 2 more snail shells, but this little menu is kind of blocking my view here. So let's get one of those, and let's get one of these. As usual, in like a MMORPG, like you get levels so fast, like it's hilarious, man. Back in the day, this game was so slow to level up. Like it was unbelievably slow. And then eventually they just sped it the heck up because, like, you know, a lot of the time people don't want to wait that long to be able to progress in a game. All right, so I'm going to spam the space bar here, but we have to look for when this changes. This is like the true metagame, trying to get through endless dialogue. You have to, like, look for when this changes to, like, accept or refuse, because it doesn't let you auto-accept, which is good. Because actually, if I remember back in the day, there was like a quest where if you didn't read what was happening, you would end up losing a ton of your money because somebody was like asking for money. And that like bamboozled so many players. Like, because a lot of people just flat out did not read the quest because, yeah, there's just too many. It's not that interesting, you know what I mean? But, whoa, what the heck is this? Detail. But, yeah, so you would just spam through and then lose a ton of money. All right, so we got beginner skills here, and it looks like the same thing as before. This is all like passive stuff tying into other characters that I've played. What does this do? Okay, so we got some like heroic buff from being on this heroic server. Increases mesos obtained by 6 times, increases boss equipment drop rate. So yeah, this is the server where you just want to actually dwell in the nostalgia, which is really nice. So we got 3 beginner skills. The only one that's even gonna matter ultimately is nimble feet, at least typically. So I'm gonna level that up, and then we can hotkey that. Let's just put that on shift, which this movement speed gets plussed by 10. It's so funny. Like, these beginner skills do literally nothing almost, which is, you know, one of the things with this game is, like, I love this game so much. It like just completely enraptured my attention. As a kid, it's all that I thought about. I still think about it all the time to this day, just because it, you know, again, for anybody that's played old school RuneScape or World of Warcraft, you just know, you get it. It was like so life-changing, especially if you were a kid. So, but yeah, I don't think it was that great of a game, which I'm trying to get to. Like, it's funny because, like, these beginner skills don't do anything. They're not really balanced. It still seems like they're not really balanced. Okay, we're gonna go open up our inventory because it looks like she wants me to use this first explore gift box. Maybe we get a brand new adventure suit and a brand new adventure shoes, and it looks like she wants me to go into this training area or not. Yeah, this has changed so much. You used to have to do like various training missions and stuff, but it looks like they're just swinging us through the tutorial as quickly as possible, which is fine with me. And we can talk to these different explorer people to get a glimpse as to what we will be able to do in the future if we choose those specific jobs, but we'll just move on for now. And we've got that typical MMORPG, just like stuff everywhere. Just so many different, like, you know, just glowing things. It's like overwhelming. It has to be a part of MMORPGs that you're just constantly overwhelmed with the amount of information on the screen, which is always what makes it so difficult getting back to an MMORPG that you love, because the game constantly changes and evolves, and then you're trying to, like, you know, learn how to play the game again, and it's so difficult. I know people out there know what I mean. All right, so looks like this guy wants to take me over to Victoria Island, which was the OG continent way back in the day. And then they made so many like different continents you could eventually fly to and go to. And it used to be a big deal, man. It used to be a huge deal. Like when Ludibrium first opened up, kind of the Lego toy world, like it was crazy. Everybody lined up to take an airship over to it way back in the day. And then there was, I'm trying to think of the other places. There was, what was it called? Edelstein, which was where the Resistance class came in. Like, that was a whole new world that was added. And it was fun, too, because, like, you know, I'm in North America. So, like, it was, I think this game was Korean in origin. And so we would, like, hear, you know, from Korea, like, what they were getting. And then be able to experience it later on here in North America. And, you know, it was just incredibly exciting. An incredibly exciting time back in the day. Oh, there's actually voice acting now, too. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so I'm just trying to basically get into, like, the game proper, Victoria Island, but they just have to wrap you up with all this tutorial stuff early on. Oh, my God, the music. Oh, the Lith Harbor music. Oh, my gosh.
Just nostalgia overload.
Okay, so then she says warrior. No. Okay, it's weird that she says warrior, because some players are maybe you're going to just click that. We're going to be a thief. That's right. They were called thieves. Okay, so she's asking what we want to be. And we're going to choose the thief job. Jesus! That was like the game, like, stacking, like, yeah, like 8 levels or so, bringing us up to level 10 there. Yeah, it's just overwhelming. There's things popping up constantly. Like, did you know? Did you know? Did you know? Did you know? Let the player stew in the stuff. You know what I mean? You got to let the player figure it all out. Okay, so basically she took me, and this is what I don't like about this game as it got, you know, kind of through its life cycle, is that it just started speeding everything up. Because, like, what I loved as a kid is, like, okay, ooh, what am I going to be? I want to train to level 10, then I want to figure out which job I want to go for. And then you had to, like, make the journey to Curding City, which is where we are, to become a thief. But now it's just like, oh, you're level 10, and we'll just send you to Curding City. It's just, like, so quick, so rapid fire. So this guy is going to let us become a thief. So if we agree, looks like we can click this again to become a thief. With this, you have become a thief. Since you can use thief skills now, open your skill window and have a look. As you level up, you'll be able to learn more skills. But skills aren't everything, right? Okay, and he looks like, yeah, looks like he also gave me some beginning equipment as well. Oh my gosh. Wrist guards. This used to be called the Garnier, I believe, which is a weird name. I don't know exactly what that means, but like you would throw ninja stars basically with the wrist weapons. And then you could also be, because every class has basically 2 splitting paths, at least back in the day. So as an assassin, or as a thief, you could choose the assassin, which was throwing ninja stars, or you could choose the bandit, which was basically like using daggers and stuff. So we got to go with the beginner thief wrist guards, and then we'll equip the beginner adventurer medal, which gives me some HP and MP as well. And then look at these, yeah, beginner thieves throwing stars. Yep, and then what is this? Mysterious cryptic box. We'll open that up, and it looks like it gave me something in the cache. Ah, the snail pet. Yep, so we can equip the little snail pet, which goes away eventually. I think they're trying to just get you to, like, get used to having a pet, so you want to buy something in the cash shop. I don't even know what it's called. It used to be called the cash shop. It was where you spent actual money, and people called, people that spent actual money, NX Hose, I believe, because you would have to buy, like, Nexon cash. They shortened it to NX, and then they were calling them, like, NX Hose. I think that's what it was called. If you, like, spent real money, you know, to seem like you were above everybody else. Okay, so we've got 5 skill points for the beginner, so we'll max out Nimble Feet, although it probably won't matter for the Rogue or for the Thief class. And then we'll do we'll do 1 point of recovery just so we have the ability, and then we'll do 2 points of 3 snails. And so now we have those abilities, but those abilities don't matter because now we are a thief. So we can take a look at the thief skills, and Lucky 7 was the classic man. Throw 7 lucky throwing stars to attack enemies in front, can only be used when equipped with a claw. But now they're calling it like wrist guards, but yeah, they were called claws back in the day. That's right, the first claw was called the Garnier, I do believe, or the Garnier. I'm not sure where the etymology of that comes from. So we're gonna put all our SP into that, and then we're gonna put this on the space bar. How do I get to my key bindings? We're gonna put, yeah, let's put the, I think I put it on D, talking to NPCs, and then we're gonna put Lucky 7 on space, and that way we can use Lucky 7. And then there also used to be character info. Oh, maybe they changed it to this. Oh, they did change it to this. Oh, this is different. You used to have to press, like, I think S to increase your skills. So we can hit auto assign. We have 33 ability points. That's going to put everything into luck. Strength, dex, and luck. Typical D&D stuff. So that's going to increase basically our damage. Which I never really liked about MapleStory because it's basically like you just have one stat and you pump it all into the stat. I wish there was a bit more of like a, you know, disparity there. So, tutorial quest to learn about return scrolls, which basically would just return you to your most closest town. And then it looks like we have some sort of tutorial quest as well. And this is what I mean. Like, the game became so on rails. You know what I mean? Like, I liked when you actually had to explore the world and travel to places, you know, travel to places manually. Like, yeah, it was slower. And does it hold up? Probably not. You'd probably want to, like, speed it up if you got really into this game. And maybe they tried to just modernize it. I get that. But it just sucks, man. Oh my god, Hennessy's, or Hennessy's. I think as a kid I always pronounced it Hennessy's. You can see the name in the top left here. But I think it's like Hennessy's. I mean, that makes more sense. It's like pronouncing Hermione as a kid when reading Harry Potter. Okay, so we got some sort of... yeah, I feel like this is all different. I could be wrong. You know, I've popped in and out of MapleStory trying to just, like, reignite some of that nostalgia from time to time, which obviously typically does not work. But as you can see, yeah, it just jumps you from place to place to place. It just is not as, like, it's not as just, you know, fun as like going through and getting to these places yourself and try to figure out the different maps and everything. Like, I really enjoyed that, but everything's just so on rails. I know I'm just old man shouting at Cloud at this point, but yeah, you just really don't get, especially if you're skipping through the cutscenes, you just don't really get to breathe it all in, like having to take the airships and everything. I want to do some combat, but like that's the thing with this game too, is that now it just kind of, it's just cutscene simulator, just so many cutscenes back to back to back to back, as you can see here. So I have no idea what's going on in the story, but I want to at least throw some, are we fighting? Okay, I think we're fighting. So I'm going to hit spacebar to use my new skill. Oh, wow, that's different. What the heck? Whoa, that's weird. I don't like that. Back in the day, you know, you used to throw ninja stars, but they would, like, actually hit the target. Like, basically, you'd throw them, and they would, like, lock on to a target and just go and, like, pepper them. Now it just seems like a kind of, like, AoE in front of you, which I'm not a big fan of, but yeah, they've made, like, a billion changes over the years, obviously. What should I do? Can I trust her? Yeah, we'll let her go. Sure. Branching story paths. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Little children talking about nonsense. Yeah, I get it. Come on, get me to the actual combat. I don't care about this story.
Tell it to Lady Athena.
Yeah, tell it to Athena. Athena, badass god and queen. Please go to, yeah, okay, whatever. Just, I'll do it. Just let me play the actual video game. Trust me, the game is not that interesting to enrapture me in cutscenes. This is always the thing trying to get back into this game. It's like, you just got to go through so much stuff. And you could just go out and train. You know, you could just go out and defeat mobs to, like, level up and stuff. But the problem is, like, this is by far the most efficient leveling, is typically just going through the tutorial stuff. Because as you can see, we're level 10 here.
Hello.
But as we just go through and, like, complete these, like, infinite cutscenes, you know, it'll keep leveling us up so quickly. So, and I know anybody that's played MapleStory, whenever you see this little book, you're so excited. Like, the dopamine in your head goes off because, you know, you're about to get, like, a completed quest, which typically might mean you're going to level up. Ask about the Black Mage. Yeah, so the Black Mage was, like, the old school, like, big antagonist of the game, which I don't know if they ever built on that. I mean, they probably did, obviously. See, I clicked refuse by accident. That's like the hardest thing about this video game, is not clicking refuse at the last second. You really have to be very careful. So we can go through the hero stuff and why? Okay, so here we got to watch out. We got to hit next, and then wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh my god. Wait a second. Wow, she sounds exactly like Mitsuru's voice actress in Persona 3 Reload. That kind of threw me off there for a second.
Help Olive find the Master of Disguise. And thank you again.
She sounds really it might not be her.
Right.
Man, because I've been playing Persona 3 Reload. And yeah, Mitsuru has like a voice actress that sounds exactly like her. That's super weird. Okay. I guess we'll just try to get back to Hennessy's because I'm really like enraptured. I'm basically trapped in these cutscenes now, which is something I wanted to avoid. So I'll try to get to some gameplay, and then I'll see you in a second. Okay, my God, I just sat through 50,000 cutscenes, and yeah, as I said, we literally leveled from 10 to 20. I'm gonna get out of here because I don't want to just. Yeah, I want to, like, actually see the world. And I would say that's my biggest negative with trying to jump back in. They really put a big focus on story, which is cool. I mean, you know, that's cool. But, I don't know, back in the old days, things just flowed, right? Like, you would do quests and whatever, but you just, I feel like had a lot more time to kind of go around the world and, oh my God, this person's going crazy. You know, and kind of explore things. It was just more relaxing as opposed to just being like pigeonholed into one giant cutscene for a long time. So we just literally got 10 levels for free, basically, after just going through all of those cutscenes. So what I want is haste. This was an OG ability. Man, oh man, this was like really exciting as an assassin because you would buff your team, which you could do party quests. Those were so fun. We should actually go see if there's anything like that still back. I don't think there is. They just streamlined everything. And I'm not trying to over-complain here. I'm just like describing what They did, but they streamlined everything to just be more accessible. But, you know, it kind of just, like I said, took away from, like, exploring and finding stuff on your own. So there used to be, like, a Kerning City party quest where you could, as an assassin, haste your entire team. Or maybe not, because that was kind of before the first job advancement, because you would have to usually get to level 30 before you could use haste. But anyways, permanently increase speed, jump, and max speed. We're going to max that out. So now we have 10 out of 10 haste. And then is this... Oh, this is passive now. Oh, weird. Speed plus 40, jump plus 20, max speed plus 20. Yeah, this used to be like a buff. So you would, like, you know, literally haste yourself and other people. But now it's just like a passive thing. Ah, see, they just took everything and just condensed it, man. What else we got? Oh, flat. Yeah, and they also shoved everything that you used to get, because there was like second job advancement, third job advancement. You used to have to get to like level 70, which back in the day was so long to get to. My God, that was like, if you were level 70, you were like, whoa. But now you get to level 70 in like maybe a couple hours, maybe not even that. But anyways, you would have to wait until then to get flash jump. But now flash jump is just available from the start. So let's see if that still looks the same. Yeah, this all used to be later assassin stuff, but now it's much earlier. I also don't like the animations. And again, I know I just am not liking anything about this, but it's just a different game. It's different and I don't like it. But yeah, the original assassin flash jump looks so cool. It was like a little kind of, it was more subtle, but I liked it better. And then what else we got? So we can max out, oh, Dark Sight, weird. Yeah, we're going to max out Lucky 7. Which is the main damaging ability. I used to always read the initial skill description, and then when I maxed it, read that description too. We got Nimble Body, which will permanently increase luck, so luck increased by 10. And then, yeah, let's just go around and explore a little bit. I don't really want to just only do cutscenes. So one thing they also did was, like, they took the classic maps, and I understand they had to do that because, like, certain things change, NPCs need to be added, and they shifted them all around. So this is not how Genesis used to look. It used to look way different and, you know, obviously incredibly nostalgic to me. But now it kind of, you know, it looks somewhat similar, but just very, very different. You could always use this orb and then press up on it to teleport to the other side. So over here, this used to be Genesis Hunting Ground. And if you're an OG, man, oh man, you know what I'm talking about. Because like in the top left, it says the hill north of Genesis. But it used to be Genesis Hunting Ground. And there was like, you know, I think 3 hunting grounds, Hunting Ground 1, 2, and 3. And everybody used to log in, spend their entire Saturday and Sunday morning like literally just spending hours on the same 3 platforms, killing the same mobs over and over and over again. For like, it's so funny to think back then, like how long it took to level up. My God, the top floor would be like the green mushrooms, and then you would have a small chance, very small chance. It was an incredibly rare drop to get the pan lid, or was it the pot lid? One of the two, which was the best mage shield at the time. I don't even think it really mattered. Like, I don't even think it added a tiny bit to defense passively, I believe, which is hilarious to think about how like expensive it was to like buy and stuff. But yeah, mages did not get like a good shield for the longest time. And so like they would literally go to the top. You could become an ice lightning mage or a fire poison mage. And I think ice lightning was way better, because ice lightnings could, like, you know, mob better. Because MapleStory usually broke down to, like, who could get the most kills on monsters the quickest. Because if you could do that, you would basically own the map, right? And nobody could really contest you because you'd kill everything and get the XP and drops before anybody else could, right? So, yeah, ice lightning mages could sit at the top and just kill the green mushrooms trying to find a pan lid or a pot lid, or whatever it was called, which was considered the best... yeah, shield at the time. But then they released like the Esther shield, I think. It was either the Ether shield or the Esther shield, which was an upgrade. But anyways, so yeah, this used to be Genesis Hunting Grounds, and now it's just the hill north of Genesis. It's so unfortunate, man. It was like you really got to learn the maps, you know, and like different map. It was an adventure. It really was. Like Genesis linking to Lith Harbor, where we started. Like, you'd have to go through these crazy maps to, like, walk over, or you could take a cab here as well, because we got the regular cab in Victoria. So we could take this cab over to Kerning City, for instance, which is the Thief town. Pretty much like every, job is represented by a different town. Time to make up for... Oh, no. I don't want to be teleported. I just want to get this lightning... what do you call it? The bulb. Light bulb off of my head. So yeah, Curting City, man. This place was great. This was like the thief town. Hennessus was the bowman town. And then you have the different towns. So down here, you used to go... Oh, they don't even have it. It's just not here anymore. Oh, man. Let's also slot some potions. We've got mana elixirs. Let's put that on insert, and we'll press insert to heal some mana so we can keep jumping. Wow, yeah, they really condensed this. Wait, what? Oh my god, wait, what is this? Where does this go? Because this is basically like where the... Oh, the Swamp of Despair. I did not even think this would be here. Oh my gosh. This was a classic map, man. The Junior Neckies is what these guys are called. Oh, wow, yeah, they're still... These guys were always... Oh, yeah, as you can see, they're still dangerous. Okay. Yeah, these guys you couldn't hit. They were like too... I don't know. They had too high agility or whatever the heck. They were really hard to hit. Yeah, so I think this chick right here, Lakeless, party quest first time together. Are you interested in teamwork-based party quests? And come visit me via the Dimensional Mirror. You can play the revamped first time together as a cross-world party quest when it's rotated back. So yeah, I mean, back in the day, this area used to be in the middle of the map, which now this feels so much smaller. Like right around here. And then you would have to literally line up with people and... Oh my god, it was so funny. You'd have to have like a fast clicker. Somebody that could click really fast because everybody was trying to get into the party quest and there could only be like one person in at each channel. Right? So you'd have to get a fast clicker, like click fast and get into the party quest, which was so fun and so exciting to get into. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. It was so, like, you were so excited because that was the best way to level up too, so everybody wanted to do it. And then, yeah, they moved everything to the dimensional door. So if we hit quick move, I think we have the dimensional mirror, and then we have the party quest entry. And yeah, this is basically, they just moved everything to this, which again, kind of just takes away from, you must be at least level 50. So I guess, yeah, it's not even a thing, right? Because they didn't say, because they said, once it rotates back in. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know, MapleStory over time, they just kind of took away what made it really special. And I'm sure there's people that disagree and people that think it moved, into a much better area, and that's perfectly fine. But yeah, it just took like, the excitement of getting a party together and trying to get into the PQ and then doing it. That was just so much fun, and they kind of moved all the maps around, kind of condensed them. So, yeah, man. I mean, there was real magic there, but I don't even think they knew what they had, you know what I mean? And then just kept kind of changing. Alinea, oh my gosh, this music here. I'm not sure how much the music's going to come through on the video, but oh man, this music, like, this is probably my #1, like, nostalgic, like, track for MapleStory. It's just so beautiful. I highly recommend looking up, like, MapleStory relaxing music on YouTube and just putting it on in the background. It's so special to me. The music is incredibly nostalgic. But yeah, Alinea, man, they changed this magic library where the mages would go to become a mage. This would be way at the top of the screen. Grendel, the really old, was the mage instructor. You'd become a mage here. Mages were such a weird class. You would become a mage like a level 8, whereas everybody else would become their thing at level 10. Very weird. And they had like a magic guard skill so they wouldn't die because they were incredibly squishy. But yeah, Alinea, oh man. So is this free? Yeah, this used to cost money, but I guess it's free now. And then we've got, Sleepywood. So Parion's the warrior zone. So I'll show you Parion real quick. But yeah, this is the warrior zone. I feel like this one is probably the least changed. I could be wrong. I feel like this one used to look somewhat similar to this. Kind of like an arid, what would you call this? Like steppes zone. But yeah, this was cool. Probably warrior was probably my least played class. It was usually pretty simplistic compared to the other classes, I feel like, at least back in the day. So then we've got Sleepywood. Man, oh man, Sleepywood. Oh, this music too. Yeah, Sleepywood was crazy, man. So, oh my god, the mysterious statue. Yeah, so you would click this, I laid my hand on the statue, but nothing happened. I wonder if they still have that. There used to be jump quests, and if you know, you know. Jesus Christ. The jump quests were so unbelievably difficult. They would basically take all of your movement abilities and passive abilities away, and you'd have to, like, just jump perfectly without getting hit by stuff, and Sleepywood was like, there was 1 or 2 jump quests. I used to pride myself on being good at those. That was some crazy stuff back in the day, man. And then, yeah, I mean, yeah, and then they kind of moved everything around to be the 6-path crossway, which I like. It's kind of like, this is the 6-path crossway, so it kind of links up to all the basic towns, like 3 portals on the left, 3 portals on the right, basically, that take you to different stuff. But, man, oh man, I just really kind of wish, I mean, I'm sure they had to change it, but to keep it, like, back how it used to be, where you just would, like, oh man, I got to get back to Hennesis, so then you would have to take, like, a big adventure. You know, you'd have to make a big adventure to get down to Hennesis. You'd have to go through all these maps and, you know, platform on ropes and stuff. But now, I mean, as you can see, I mean, it's just not, it doesn't feel as alive, you know? Because, like, you just come down here and boom, you're in Hennesis, just like that. It's so simple. It used to be like a big adventure. There was like little mini bosses and stuff you would find too. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So yeah, I guess that'll do for this video. It's kind of hard to like show off a lot of the stuff simply because, like I said, the game is so based in cutscenes. You know, having to like go from cutscene to cutscene, getting warped to this place, to that place, to this place, just to level up to, you know, kind of in the most efficient way. But yeah, let me know if you want to see more of MapleStory. I know it's not a game anybody really cares about, at least in terms of the viewers that watch my content. So there's probably not a lot of overlap. Oh my god, it's like Mush Mom. There used to be a boss called Mush Mom that you would have to like wait to spawn. It was like kind of a rarer spawn here. Blue Mushroom. So yeah, let me know in the comment section if you would like to see more. I mean, I'd be down to dabble. I definitely don't want to do like a big playthrough of MapleStory just because, like I said, so much of it is MMORPG cutscene garbage. But, you know, we could probably still glean some nostalgia out of this. So if you want to see more, let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, I just wanted to do a little video on this because this game was so important to me as a kid. And I'm sure there's just lots of other nostalgic things we can discover because if we take a look at the map, yeah, man. This was the OG Victoria Island back in the early days. This was like basically the first area. And then what else? We got Grandis. I don't know what that is. Whoa, what is all that? I have no idea what that is. Let's go to the Maple World and then, oh my god, look at all this. Yeah, Elnath. Oh, Orbis and Elnath. Holy crap, this was a whole thing. What else we got? Rien, the Aran Land, I do believe. Minar Forest. Jeez Louise, there's just so much stuff. So if you want to see more, let me know in the comments. I would love to, but I also know this is not everybody's thing. And subscribe if you want to see more. Big thank you to the patrons at patreon.com/Grovana for making all these videos and streams happen. And I will see you in the next thing that we do. Bye-bye.